So today we're going to be looking at quadratic word problems, and we're going to focus only on vertex form quadratics. So we're not going to worry about factored form or standard form, just vertex form. So this ties nicely into the last topic that we had, which was writing quadratic equations. And those, again, were in vertex form. So the real big issue for these is how to find the point and the vertex in order to make your vertex form equation. So it's going to be important to, when you're doing these problems, to start by drawing a picture, okay? So that you get a better idea of where everything goes. So you got Lisa as a horseback rider, and say she's going to start here. Okay, when she's on the horse at the starting line, she is at a height of 6 feet. So we know if we're going to draw like a coordinate plane, she's starting at a point 6 feet high. Okay, so if this is 0 on the x-axis, this is 6 on the y. Okay. She completed a jump with a horse after 5 seconds and jumps a maximum of 10 feet. Write a function to represent the situation. So our time is going to be the x-axis, and she's going to take 5 seconds. Okay, at 0 seconds, she is at 6 feet tall, or 6 feet high, because she's on the horse, and that's where she's starting. Okay, so then after 5 seconds, she goes to a maximum of 10 feet. And then she finishes the jump. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So we can find 2 different points that we know, or that we need to know. We have this point here, this is the first point here that we can find, and this is 5, 10. This is your vertex. Okay, the other point we know is the initial point. Okay, this is your starting point, and this is 0, 6. This is your point. All right, now that we have those 2 points, both vertex and the regular point, we can write up a equation with that information. So as a reminder, we have y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. So we take our vertex point, which is h comma k, put it in for 5 and 10. All right, we take our point 0, 6. So x comma y, so 0 would go here. The a is the part we don't know, and the 6 is the y value. So now we have our equation with all the information put into there, with just the a piece missing. So now we're going to solve. First step is we're going to subtract 10 from both sides to give us -4. A, and then -5 squared, if you put -5 in parentheses and squared in your calculator, you'll get 25. All right, now to find out what a is, we're going to divide by 25 on both sides. So a is equal to -4 over 25. Now, if you can reduce this number, you should. In this case, you can't, so we're not going to. All right, now to finish this problem off, just like we did in last week on Thursday and Friday, right in the quadratic, we're going to take the a value and put it back into the equation with the h and k values in place. The x and y will just be x and y. So we have y is equal to, y is equal to -4 over 25 times x minus h, quantity squared, plus k, which is 10. And here is your equation. Okay, now, in reviewing this whole problem, one of the important pieces you're going to have to do for these problems on, let's say, the test or the formative is draw the picture. The picture is worth points. It would be like our annotation. Instead of annotating and saying, underlining things, we want you to be able to draw the picture to demonstrate, can you take the information from the words and make sense of it visually. All right, we're going to do one more, and then the other 2 we're going to have you guys do on your own. I'm going to check and see how you did on them on Tuesday. Okay, so next we have Mike. Mike is shooting an arrow from an initial height of 2 meters. The arrow reaches its maximum height of 20 meters after it has flown a distance of 60 meters. So write a quadratic function to represent the height of the arrow as a function of its distance. Okay, so again, let's make a little coordinate plane here. All right. So Mike is shooting the arrow. When it's gone 0 feet, it is 2 meters high. Okay, he's going to shoot the arrow, and it's going to get a maximum height of 20 when it is 60 meters. Oops. Okay. And it will keep going until it hits the ground. But we don't care about that because we have our 2 points right here. Okay, so again, it starts at 2 meters above before he shot it off. It flies 20 meters high, okay, after it has flown 60 meters. Okay, so that's how we get the 60 over there. So now we have our point. Actually, I'm going to erase part of this graph here. We have our point, our vertex point is going to be 60, 20. And our just point is going to be 0, 2. All right, so now what we can do is basically the same thing we've been doing, which is to put that information into our equation to solve for the a value. So again, I'm going to write out the equation. Y is equal to ax minus h quantity squared plus k. All right, so our values are h and k is h is 60, the k is 20, the x is 0, we're looking for a, and the y is 2. All right. So first thing we can do is subtract by 20. Get negative 18 is equal to a, and then 60 squared is going to be a very large number, 3,600. Okay. Oops. So next we're going to divide both sides. I don't like that line. Divide both sides by 3,600. All right. And then a will equal, and then we're going to have to reduce this. 3,600. Let's see, hold on. So you're going to have negative 1 over 200. Okay, so you can reduce it by 18. So again, if you're not sure how to do that, you have a calculator. If you are on calculate 84, you can put in 18 divided by 3,600. All right, and that will give you a decimal equivalent. If we don't like decimals, we want the fraction. So you can hit math, enter, enter to reduce the fraction in the calculator. All right, so now that we've gotten that, we're going to redo the equation. We're going to have y is equal to the negative 1 over 200 times the x value, which we don't need to put in, minus 60 squared plus 20. Sorry, I almost ran out of space there. There we go. That will be your equation. All right, so we've shown you 2 different examples. Again, we have, first thing you do is read the question and then start drawing a picture that relates to what is happening inside the question or the scenario. Okay, find the 2 points. Use those 2 points as information to put into your equation to find a. And once you have a, put the stuff back in for a, h, and k, and write the equation. All right, so what I'd like you to do is try number 3 and 4. And when you're done with that, you are done for today. We will see you tomorrow and go over 3 and 4 and how you did. And hopefully we're doing good. All right, good luck.